Okay, so this is how you roll out and cut artificial turf off the main roll. See, Caleb there has pulled the tape out and unrolled the roll all the way out, and then he's getting the tape to exactly where he wants it. He puts a little mark there, a little in the tab, and then you go to the other side, do the same. And so you've got two little V marks there, then roll the roll back up till the V comes around the top. And you're going to cut along the back side of the turf. So see, they're finding the V there. Jermaine, Caleb's got the V. He's making the V a little bit more pronounced. That goes into the back of the turf backing. And then he'll do another one on that side. And so those two marks will be exactly the same because he's measured from the other end. And the first cut is always straight. So now he's getting a string line with chalk in it. And he's pulling the string line all the way out, putting it on the V, both V's, and then you snap the chalk line. Give it a second snap there. Jermaine's giving it a second snap. And then you've got a straight line between the two. Then you get a Stanley knife, a box cutter, and run it along the length. Nice and straight. Make sure it's nice and straight because that will affect your next cut being square. All right, so now they're going to cut the roll lengthways. So you just need to do one cut and one measure. They're rolling the existing roll. That's the roll that was at the other end, all the way back up out of the way. Gets it up out of the way, and then they'll pull this roll down a little bit. Now they're going to see how they flap the back over, and now they're going to measure 2.6, which is where they need to cut the roll. That's it. And so he's measured there, and the stitch rows run lengthways. So instead of having to measure at the other end, all he has to do now is flap the turf over. And see, they're both going to grab it and flap it back over until it exposes the V at this end at the 2.6 mark. Now the stitch rows are perfect. They run the length of it. So he just gets the knife in that stitch row and stays in that stitch row all the way along. And then it has to be 2.6 right along. You got to concentrate intensely and make sure you don't pop out of that stitch row because that will affect your join. Your join needs to butt up against the next piece exactly with no overhang and no offcut. If especially with the short turf, if you have that, you will see the join if you don't cut it exactly in between the two stitch rows. Right, now that the guys are rolling it up, making sure it's not telescoping. So if you roll these rolls up, see how they stick their hand in there and keep it so that it's in line and rolling up. And it's very quickly, it can go off. All right, pick her up, take her in. That's the 2.6 piece. It'll go to the far end of the pool. If you see, we're doing around a pool here. So it's a rough concrete surface that the owner just wanted to have something for the kids to play on. If you like this video and you want to know more about synthetic turf and how to install it, like and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to see how this install finished in the end, check the link in the description.